Hello, and welcome to another first impression video. I'm Drew Wilson from FreezeNet. Today we're going to be playing the 2008 Steam game Spectraball. So, I've got 10 minutes on the clock. Let's give this game a try. So, this is a game that I was trying to find for something along the lines of, possibly... Okay. For possibly a puzzle game to play, and I honestly don't know what I'm doing actually. Okay. Enter. Shift. Alright, so I do not know the controls, obviously. So, what is key bindings here? Ah, WASD. That might be useful. Yep, WASD controls. And the interesting thing about this is, like, there was no Wikipedia entry at all. So I was kind of relying on the store page. Press space to hover over the gap. Okay, interesting. And when I saw the screenshots, and I thought, okay, so I'm trying to think, is this more like a speed boost shoot through the face? Speed boost, okay. Jump boost, okay. Wow, okay, so it's a lot of interesting features so far. Let's left click to activate the power brake. So that's what that's about. Okay. Wow, that's actually a lot right off the bat. Anyway, what I was trying to think was, is this more like a Super Monkey Ball thing, or is this more like a Marble Madness? And I kind of hoped, honestly, that it would be more like Marble Madness, because I saw the NES game and played that one, and then played a couple of variations of it, and I thought, that kind of game had tons of potential, and I'm very surprised that developers didn't really seem to gravitate towards making something like that in the future. And so then I saw Spectraball, and I thought, well, maybe it's like Marble Madness, and so far it really feels like, apart from maybe being able to jump, that sort of thing, that it really does have that same feel. You can just move the marble around, you're not tilting the world necessarily. So I thought, you know what, I'll give this one a try, see what it's about, and so far so good. It's interesting. It just takes a little bit to get used to. Like, I think what could have been better right off the bat was mentioning that it has WASD controls instead of having to sift through the key bindings to find that out. But other than that, so far so good. I remember those little guardrails kind of reminds me of, okay, moving elevator. Those, I think they're called space race things, and I had one as a kid. It was kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing that's a switch. Yep, that's a switch. Yeah. Yeah, some, interesting. So if your ball is hidden by an object, then it will put that up there for you, so you know exactly where you are. That's a nice feature. Yeah, so because there wasn't really much information I could find on that, I'm kind of assuming this is more of an independently produced game. And sometimes, like, I've been finding, and I I rarely have the opportunity to play these smaller independently produced games. I wish I could play more of them, in all honesty, but hey, I'm doing one now. And sometimes they really shine just because these days it's a lot like what a lot of the major companies were like when 3D first became a thing. So think the Sony PlayStation, the first one, the Nintendo 64, and just how experimental that the developers were with ideas, because nothing was really tested. There was no data to go through and say, okay, if this game is popular because of this, let's just continue that kind of thing. It was all new, so they wanted to find their footing, and they came up with some pretty interesting ideas in the past. And but now that there's a lot of games now that where they can actually, okay, I needed to jump. Okay, so there is respawn. Our checkpoint. So you go back on the checkpoint if you fall off. Yikes. Okay, so you need to jump this one. There we go. Cool. So that is the first level. Kinda neat. Tropical Isles. Interesting too that there's an incorporation of a central hub too. Barren Desert. Alright, let's try Barren Desert then. But anyway, on that note of experimentation, like once developers seem to have like an idea of what works and what didn't, they tend to gravitate towards like the most popular formulas and then kind of forgot about the rest after a while. So that's kind of seemingly where the independent developers seem to come in lately, is just trying to take that whole idea of independently produced, or not independently produced, but kind of experimenting with different concepts and just kind of take over from there. And I got that with Refunct, which is definitely a game like I played a long time ago, but it's on my it's also on the channel. Definitely check that one out too. It was an interesting that was an interesting one too, and that was also an independently produced one. Am I supposed to go that way? I think I'm supposed to go that way. I might be going backwards here. I think I'm going backward. Whoa, okay. The wind wasn't there before. Yeah, okay. Overcompensated. Undercompensated. What the heck? Nope. Alright, so there's something I'm missing here. Has to be something I'm missing, right? Oh, I could make that. I didn't know I could make that or not. Maybe I was supposed to go on that windy thing and I just skipped that or something. I don't know. Yeah, because you're supposed to go that way. Oh well. That's the fun with puzzle games, is sometimes you don't know. For sure. There has to be some other switch that I'm missing here. Maybe that's what I skipped in the process. I'm not seeing it up there at all though. Oh, interesting. If I jump, I'm not affected by the wind. Curious. Okay, jump, jump. No, too far forward. Too far forward. Oh, I just clipped that. Alright, jump. No. Honestly, there isn't anything over there necessarily. That'll knock me over to that. Okay. That's a difficult jump, but I was able to make it the first try. Oh, wow. Okay. So that is actually it for the video. I'm curious to see how this one develops further in. Definitely a fast-paced game for sure. So I'm just kind of curious to hear from you. Have you even heard of Spectraball? Is this an interesting video to tell you what it's like playing this? Have you even heard of this one before? I'm kind of curious to know. And if you have played this before, what did you think of this particular game? Was it a good game? Were there better games out there? Yeah, let us know for sure. There's also, if you want to help support our channel, there's plenty of ways you can do that. You can basically drop us a like and let us know, hey, you're doing a great job, and that really does help us out a lot. And also, another way you can help us out is subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're pushing for more subscribers for sure, and hoping you can help us out too with that. So definitely hit the subscribe button. You can turn on notifications and get real-time updates, and YouTube will let you know when we've uploaded something new. So definitely a cool feature to take advantage of. But if not, and that's not you don't want that, no worries. The subscription really helps us out too. Another way you can support us is checking our website at freezenet.ca, and you can check out all our music reviews, video game reviews, and all our news. And if news isn't your thing, we even have a wiki for music exploration. So lots of cool features on that website, and that helps us out a lot too by checking out our website alone. If you want to more directly support us, though, you can also subscribe to our Patreon page at patreon.com/freezenet. And through that, you can get like insider information, what goes on behind the scenes of FreezeNet. And yeah, subscribers knew that we were playing Spectraball this month. So you want that insider information, that's the way to get it. There's also early access to our podcast as well. So lots of cool bonus features to get out of that. But if Patreon isn't your thing, you don't want the commitment, you don't want the subscription idea, then you can drop us a one-time donation at coffee.com/freezenet. And yeah, it's just a cool little tip jar we put together. And if you want to support us, that's the way to do it. If you don't want to subscribe, of course. So yeah, I guess that is all for now. And until next time, keep it cool.